So the biggest rumor right now is that the New York Giants are planning to move up from pick 6 to pick 3. And a lot of the fans might think that this is a good idea. I wouldn't even say a lot. I would say some of the fans might think this is a good idea. But in my opinion, I'm not really a fan of the move. I'm not saying I'm totally against the move, but I don't like it. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like it. All right, guys. So I'm going to be transparent. Like, I do like the top 3 quarterbacks. My favorite quarterback out of the 3 is Drake May. I know a lot of Giants fans are big fans of Caleb Williams, but I'm not really a big fan. But if we drafted him, I wouldn't complain. Same with Daniels. Daniels is a little bit on the smaller side. Everybody's worried about his frame. I've seen people worry about his frame for other teams, but not our team, which we have been known to consistently have bad offensive lines. But my biggest beef with moving up is you could have just traded Barkley. And by you, I mean Joe. He could have just traded Barkley as soon as Daniel Jones got injured. We didn't need to win any more games. I understand that they need to sell tickets, but if you're not going to sign Saquon Barkley back, then why did you not trade Saquon Barkley? Like, that's my biggest question mark right now, because you can't go from saying that you want to re-sign Barkley and keeping him and winning those additional games, because you don't win those games without Barkley. Like, there are a lot of Giants fans that are, I'm going to call it, you're stupid. There's a lot, even the content creators. A lot of people, they've been pushing content and they've been saying, oh, well, Tommy DeVito and Tyrod Taylor look so much better than Daniel Jones. And I'm just sitting here looking at the numbers, thinking to myself, like, oh, but we're 31st in passing with these QBs that are supposedly so much better. And what I realized was, oh, I forgot they have Barkley back. You don't have Josh Azuto blocking for you. You don't have Evan Neal blocking for you. You have offensive linemen who are trying to secure their jobs. And actually, I wouldn't say that the guys from weeks 3 to 5 didn't care. They just suck. So when you look at the difference in lineup between the 3 quarterbacks, you realize that Saquon is the main difference. There's a big talent discrepancy between Saquon Barkley and Breida. Teams, aka defensive coordinators, are going to use different strategies for Barkley versus Breida. You're not winning with Breida. So you trade Barkley and you roll Breida out there with Tyrod Taylor. Yes, we're going to be miserable, but we're going to have a top 3 pick. So this is just in a scenario where we actually did trade Barkley, because clearly we did not. But now we're not going to re-sign him. And so that's my big beef. You're not signing him back. Why did you keep him? Why? Because now you have to trade up. And the cost of trading up, they're saying, is 2 second rounds from this year and maybe 1 or 2 from next year. So you don't know. I mean, if Joe Schoen says that he's trying to rebuild his team via the draft, why are you trading away picks for a team that isn't good? Like, I understand the Falcons or even Denver moving up, or even Minnesota, because those teams are better than the Giants. So even if you say all teams need a quarterback in that scenario, the Falcons are better than us. Minnesota's better than us. Denver's better than us. So it's like, I don't really know why you'd all of a sudden decide that you want to trade up. You should have made that decision long ago and just trade Barkley and not have to trade up. You'd be in a top 3. Like, we would definitely beat out the Patriots. The Patriots probably beat us when we play them. And so we would lose more, and we would either be in the number 2 or 3 spot, and we wouldn't need to trade up. It seems smarter to me. I mean, it might piss the fans off, but obviously the Giants don't want to re-sign Barkley, so should have traded Barkley, locked in that top 3 pick, and then take the quarterback, since that's what we're saying needs to be done for Joe Schoen and Dable to keep their jobs. This is stupid.